let's talk about mental blocks in our mind. What stops us from getting the life we want, and just you can feel like you're in a cage. So I want to start with, I've been trying to get somewhere in life for the past. It may sound like I'm a crybaby, right? But I've been trying to do this for 5 years, and I feel like I'm still in the same place as I was before. But I was a little trying all of the things, but something inside of me said, you know, I was always, as a young kid, I would say I deserve the best, I deserve the best. But when I'm actually got to this point that I need to do something, something inside tells me that I don't deserve it right now. That I need to improve something, improve something else in my life instead of. No, I have like this contradicting belief. No, I say to myself that literally believe that I deserve all the best things, but at the same time, when I start doing them, um, I'm just like scared, and I can't even explain this feeling. It's just like I'm in a cage. If I break through this cage, I'm I'm gonna just win and win and win. That's how I feel like. But right now I'm at this point where something wrong with my head, and something doesn't really push me further. Like I'm stuck in this undesirable state of mind. No matter what I do, I don't deserve it somehow. But it's fading away slowly. I feel like this dark matter is fading away, but for each person it might be a bit different how they feel and their beliefs are. Somebody may say, oh, you can't they can't do it, or they the same as I, or they can have one more limiting beliefs they can't have. Okay, like you name it, all the limited beliefs that you have, and you may not know them on your conscious level, right? It may be deep down deep into your subconscious. So you actually gotta go into your mind, examine your mind, learn who you are, and then go there, change the world. But those beliefs, they will, it's like you trying to escape from a jail. You have a spoon, and you try to, how do you say, dig a hole in a wall in order for you to escape. So you do it day by day. It takes like 5 years to dig a 30 by 30 hole so you can escape. And maybe 30 by 30 is a little too little, but forever it just takes years for this hole to be made. And each day you just gotta do it, like each day you gotta wake up and find out what's wrong with your mind, because you need to be really in a state that you believe that you deserve something from your inner, not from your aura, from your words, but you actually need to believe it genuinely, that you deserve it, that you deserve the success, that you deserve all of them things. So in my world, how can you do it is by, I'm definitely in the state of figuring out how you do it, but I can tell you how maybe I'm gonna do it. Okay, you just gotta do it every day. That's, consistency is number one. Each day, every day. And the second one is, you gotta improve your inner being, confidence day by day. Either by learning new skills, facing your fears. Slowly by slowly, you don't need to face all of them at once, slowly, facing your fears, learning some new skills, go there, make yourself better so your confidence may grow. And as you progress in something, you will eventually, or maybe read psychology books too. So you may learn more about people, more about people's behavior, more about learn, or like I read about our subconscious mind, how are we programmed by our beliefs from the childhood, by other people's beliefs. So you need to always question them, and that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I got some books coming in. I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna find out what's wrong with my mental, because I'm really tired of it. I was like, I'm trying and trying and trying and still. Um, no, I just gotta figure out what. But no matter what happens, I'm still gonna continue doing it. And yeah, um, just like the learn your skills, consistency, of course, and question your beliefs. That's very important to question your beliefs, where they came from, and who put them there. So you learn. You basically need to dig deeper into yourself, who you really are. You need to know who you are, learn what you like, and then if you learn who you truly are, who you truly believe you are, you then may go from there. So first is a discovery of yourself. This this is the road when you want to be a millionaire, self-made millionaire, wherever you want to be, just make money. It's a discovery of self, who you truly are, whom you want to be, and you need to get rid of your old habits that were holding you down, were holding you back, in a way that you can replace those old habits with the new ones. So as I mean, what I mean is, you question your old beliefs, at the same time you question your old habits, and when you question them, you basically want to replace them, right, with new ones. So you always gotta replace until you have nothing to replace, and then eventually you're going to get somewhere. That's definitely a fact. So those mental blocks, they need to be gone. Learn new hobbies, go to new places, and facing your fears little by little, doing work little by little, and one day will come to you. One day you'll become free. And yes, that's basically what I wanted to talk about, because I feel like we all have limited beliefs. At least we all had limited beliefs, and they were instilled maybe by our parents, by our mothers, by our fathers, no, by our teachers, by our friends too. Can be, I know, but no, just question them. Are they really true, or are they no? Who am I? You will question that too. Or you may do it on paper. You may do it in your head. I don't really know how you wanna do it, but you always gotta be improving, learning who you are. Discovery of self is very important in order for you to get somewhere where you want to be in life. So you need to say to yourself, I am, and after I am, you are, For example, I am, I don't know, confident, I am charismatic, and your view of yourself is very important. So this is I am is your view of yourself, and you need to constantly change it, constantly make it better day by day. And so you already build a good base, so you can add to the base. First you gotta destroy the old base. It takes time. Like you were in the minuses, right? You gotta destroy the old base, so now you're in the minuses, right? Replace it with the new ones. You come to a baseline where you have like good habits, relatively good ones, and then you gotta replace them with more effective habits. So it's always replacing the habits. It all depends on your goals. It's always replacing the habits the thoughts, the beliefs that you don't need more, something better. So it's like step by step you're replacing, not all at once, but like one, two, three, replace them, and as you eventually progress in life, you replace the beliefs that you replaced prior. So that's what we gotta do here. That's what I'm doing actually, and yeah, that's basically pretty much that what I want to talk about. That you always need to question who you are, your beliefs, your habits, and your identity. You need to choose for yourself your identity, not for other people to choose your identity. So in order for people to, you need to basically be a sculptor of yourself, so people can see you. You don't need to let other people sculpt you. You need to sculpt yourself so other people can see your work, right? You don't let other people decide for themselves whom you should be or how you should act. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. If you want to join my Telegram channel, is in the description of the channel. And if you want to donate to the good cause for my later reads, it's also there in the channel bar. So yeah, love each every one of you, and I wish you good luck with your replacing wherever you need to be replacing, and yeah, just keep doing it.